Welcome to MogulCast, where we uncover the stories behind the world's greatest business empires. Let's get into today's story.
September 1955, Corbin, Kentucky. Harlan Sanders, 65 years old, stands in the ruins of his life. His gas station restaurant, the only thing he's ever built, is gone. The new interstate bypassed his roadside diner. No customers, no income. Just a $105 a month Social Security check. He's broke, humiliated, and staring at the end of his dreams. Well, what no one knows yet is that inside his battered briefcase is a recipe that will change fast food forever. This is the full story, and it is worse than you think. Rewind to 1890, a tiny farmhouse in Henryville, Indiana. Harlan Sanders is born the oldest of three. His father dies when he's 5. His mother works in a tomato cannery. At 10, he's cooking for the family. By 14, he's dropped out of school and left home. He lies about his age to join the army. He's discharged a year later. The next 40 years are a blur of failure. Steam engine stoker, ferry operator, insurance salesman, gas station owner. He's fired from jobs. His marriages crumble. By 1930, he's running a gas station in Corbin, Kentucky, frying chicken for hungry travelers in the back room. It's the first time he feels alive. But the Great Depression is coming, and it will take everything. 1939, The Great Depression is over, but Sanders is still struggling. His gas station is barely breaking even. Then one night, a customer complains his chicken is too dry. Sanders, frustrated, grabs a pressure cooker from the shelf. He's seen them in magazines, used for canning vegetables. He modifies it, adds his secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, and fries the chicken. The customer is stunned. Word spreads. By 1940, he's serving chicken in a proper restaurant next door. But there's a problem. His chicken takes 30 minutes to cook. Customers won't wait. He needs a faster way. We will come back to one specific decision. It is the key to everything. 1952. Salt Lake City, Utah. Pete Harmon, a restaurant owner, takes a call from an old friend. A 62-year-old man in a white suit is offering a deal. Cook his chicken, use his recipe, pay him a nickel for every piece sold. Harmon says yes. In one weekend, he sells $3,000 worth of chicken. Sanders' recipe is a hit. He franchises the model. By 1955, he's got 6 franchises. But the interstate is coming. His Corbin restaurant is doomed. He sells the property for $75,000, enough to pay off debts, but not enough to retire. He's 65, broke again, and staring at the same question, what now? In 1956, Sanders hits the road. He's driving a beat-up Ford, sleeping in the back seat, eating gas station sandwiches. His mission: sell his chicken recipe to every restaurant owner in America. He's rejected. Again, and again, and again. 200 times. 500 times. 800 times. He keeps a tally in his notebook. By 1960, he's got over 200 franchises. KFC is a household name, but not everyone is celebrating. The pressure fryer, the one he modified years ago, is causing problems. Some franchisees are cutting corners. The chicken is inconsistent. Sanders is furious. He knows the brand is at risk, but he's also 70 years old. He can't fight every battle. Here is what the media completely got wrong about this. Sanders wasn't just selling chicken. He was selling an experience. His white suit, his goatee, his Kentucky drawl. It was all part of the brand. He insisted franchisees use the same pressure fryers, the same recipe, the same packaging. No deviations. He called it system-wide consistency. It was revolutionary. McDonald's was still figuring out burgers. Sanders had already cracked the code for franchising, but there was a flaw. The pressure fryer was expensive. Some franchisees were using cheaper methods. The chicken was drying out. Sanders was losing control. And then came the offer he couldn't refuse. 1964. Louisville, Kentucky, Serie. A group of investors led by John Y. Brown Jr. and Jack C. Massey offer Sanders $2 million KFC. He's 73. He's tired. He takes the deal. But there's a catch. He has to stay on as a brand ambassador. He agrees. The company explodes. By 1970, there are over 3,000 KFC locations worldwide. Sanders is a millionaire. He's on TV. He's a cultural icon. But something is wrong. The chicken isn't the same. The gravy tastes like wallpaper paste. He's furious. He calls it goddamn slop. He starts speaking out. The new owners don't like it. They want him gone. But Sanders doesn't care. He's got one last fight in him. 1974. Sanders is 84 tonight. He's suing KFC for $122 million right now. He claims the company is ruining his recipe. The lawsuit is thrown out, but the damage is done. But the public sees him as a bitter old man. The company distances itself. Sanders is heartbroken. He's built an empire only to watch it slip away. He retreats to his home in Shelbyville, Kentucky. He spends his days writing letters to franchisees, begging them to uphold his standards. He knows he's fighting a losing battle, but he can't stop. The chicken is his legacy, and it's being destroyed. December 16th, 1980. Harlan Sanders dies of pneumonia. He's 90. He's worth over $3 million. He's a legend, but in his final years, he's a broken man. He watches as KFC expands globally, but the food he loved is gone. The pressure fryers are replaced. The recipe is altered. The gravy is watered down. He spends his last days in a hospital bed, surrounded by family. He's asked if he has any regrets. He smiles. I made a lot of mistakes, he says, but I never gave up. And if you've made it this far, you already understand something most analysts completely missed. Today, KFC is a global empire. Over 26,000 locations in more than 145 countries. $27 billion in annual sales. But the man who built it is often forgotten. His face is still on the logo. His recipe is still a secret. But the chicken he created? It's not the same. The pressure fryers are gone. The gravy is different. The quality he fought for is long forgotten. But his story remains. A reminder that success isn't about talent. It's about persistence. And sometimes it's about refusing to give up, even when the world tells you to. Remember that decision we mentioned at the start? The pressure fryer. It was the key to everything. It made the chicken faster, crispier, more consistent. But it was also the beginning of the end. Because once Sanders sold the company, the new owners saw it as a cost. They replaced it with cheaper methods. The chicken changed. The quality dropped. And Sanders' legacy was erased. One decision, one piece of equipment. It cost him everything. Here are the numbers. Over 1,009 rejections before the first yes. $105 a month. His Social Security check at 65. $2 million. The price he sold KFC for in 1964. $97 billion. KFC's annual sales today. 26,000 locations worldwide. 11 herbs and spices. The secret recipe. 30 minutes. The time it took to cook his original chicken. 5 cents. The royalty he earned per piece of chicken sold. And one man who refused to quit. Here's the lesson most people miss. Sanders didn't succeed because he had a great recipe. He succeeded because he had a system. He didn't just sell chicken. He sold consistency. He didn't just franchise a product. He franchised an experience. And when that system was broken, the empire crumbled. The real secret to KFC's success wasn't the chicken. It was the process. And that's something no one can take away. If you want to understand how this pattern repeats across every major business empire, the next video covers a story with disturbing parallels. A founder who built a global brand, only to watch it slip away when the system failed. That one is next. See you tomorrow.
That's the story for today on MogulCast. If you found this valuable, subscribe and hit the bell. A new empire story drops every single weekday. See you tomorrow.